I honestly can't remember the last time I watched such a wholesome, feel-good family movie. And maybe I need to do that more often, because I will say, up front, Blue Miracle isn't bad, as long as you aren't looking for something other than exactly what you would expect. Blue Miracle is a Netflix movie, I think. I mean, I watched it on Netflix, so that makes it a Netflix movie, right? Anyway, it's based on a true story about a group of orphan kids who enter a fishing tournament with hopes of winning the big bucks so that they can save their orphanage. That's me keeping it vague so as not to spoil anything, but honestly, this isn't a movie that will surprise you. It's not here to get any reaction out of you other than maybe a few tears and a swell of emotion. Happy emotion. This movie will get knocked by film critics, I'm sure of it. It's something to do with the quality and just the straightforward nature of the plot that makes me think that. But when you're based on a true story, you kind of have to stick to the exact facts that happened, right? He says naively into his iPhone. The biggest name in the movie is Dennis Quaid, and if you clicked on this movie on the Netflix home screen, you probably did for the same reason that I did. They have Dennis Quaid's face blasted, huge, all over the icon. That's how they get you. Sure, he is a fairly main character, but I wouldn't say he deserves to be on the poster, let alone the only one on the poster. That's Netflix clickbait for you. He plays a boat captain who has won this fishing tournament twice before, and he is the definition of curmudgeon. So him getting paired up with the orphans is where a lot of the story comes from. And he does a good job. Did he maybe just do it for the paycheck? Absolutely. But even Dennis Quaid has to eat, and that's not to say that the performance is phoned in or anything. Not at all. It's just not a role that you're gonna remember him for. But he gets the job done well enough. Could it have been done by anyone else? Probably. The rest of the cast is pretty straightforward and exactly what you would expect from a ragtag group of orphans. You have the young impressionable one, the smart one, the funny one, the self-proclaimed cool one, and the dark one. But not too dark. It's family friendly after all. That being said, there is one scene on the boat where they're all together and the boys start talking about their scars, and it's presented from the boys' point of view, and they're very lighthearted about it. It resonates on a different level with you and with Dennis Quaid's character, and I thought that scene was very well done without being heavy-handed. And a shout out to the actual main character. I'm not sure who the actor is. I do know he showed up on The Walking Dead for like a hot second, but he did a really good job in this role. He plays the owner of the orphanage and the father figure to most of the boys. He has a nice sense of humor and great charisma. I hope the real life person that this role is based upon is actually like that, because those kind of positive, genuinely nice people we need more of. There's not much else I can say about Blue Miracle. At its core, it really is a story about the owner of the orphanage. But as a whole, it's a feel-good movie that does exactly that. It leaves you feeling good. And the scenery is awesome. It's set in Cabo San Lucas. That place is beautiful, and they did a great job of capturing that beauty. Like I said, I haven't seen a lot of family movies lately, so I'm going to compare it to something way back and say if you enjoyed Free Willy, you're probably going to like Blue Miracle. So what about you? Have you had a chance to see Blue Miracle yet? It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. I get that, but if you're having a bad day, maybe put it on. You might feel better. If you have seen it, let me know what you thought about it in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next one.